most of the part of our relationship, we had two separate bank accounts, and it was the root of all our arguments. And it wasn't that it was like, we didn't have money. It was just like, who's paying more? No, I'm paying more. And it just became a huge conflict at the time.
Yeah. And basically, what it would kind of look like is we would keep score a little bit in our head, where Seth would pay for the mortgage, I would pay for the groceries, and then some extra things here and there, like the oil bill and some subscriptions for us to like watch TV and some other things like that. So anytime we would go out to restaurants, we would kind of be unsure who was going to pay at the time because we're keeping this internal score in our head about, oh, well, I did this, so it's your turn to pay for that.
And it always came down to like a battle at restaurants where I'd be like, oh, I did this. No, I did that. And the scoreboard came out. And it was just like a lot of I conversation, even though we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And it was a big problem, especially in our first house. And I think as it went on, it just caused so much like space between us because everything became so petty, even in the smallest things purchasing. It was just like, you did this, well, I did that. And it's like, I'm paying more, you're paying more, and it turned into something more.
Right. Because then it would bleed into even chores too. And it would bleed into, oh, well, I guess like friends too, like, oh, you're going out with your friend and I'm not going out with my friends. And it just like the score continued to happen. So it really impacted us. And finally, Seth had this brilliant idea, which doesn't sound like anything crazy of what kind of would be the answer for how we solved it. But he one day was like, all right, with moving into our new house, we're going to combine our finances. We're just going to have one bank account. Both of our incomes both of our salaries are going to go into it. So then we can look at it.
Yeah, that was really the big thing is that we were moving into a big house with a big, scary mortgage. And I was like, we're not going to survive this. So we switched everything over. We got, all of our money's going into one place. And then instead of it becoming a war every time, it was like, it didn't matter because it was all coming out of one place.
Right.
Made it a lot easier. It turned it from the I to the we.
Mm-hmm. And at first, even though it was something that probably needed to happen for my brain and maybe your brain a little bit, it still was a little bit worrisome because you are kind of used to, oh, well, I know what I make. And now I'm a little bit nervous to have him see what I'm making or what I'm buying, like for myself personally versus for us, like in a relationship. If I wanted to get like workout leggings or something, like he would see all of that. So it was a little bit worrisome, but at the same time, I don't know how often we talk about finances except for when we're trying to do our budget now.
Yes, now we are very smart. That's for another topic, but you need to know your budget. Anybody out there, all the resources, you can make your own budget. But what do you guys think? Do you think 2 accounts is better or 1 account? Maybe you're a couple that 2 accounts work. Put in the comments whether you believe in 1 account for a couple or 2 accounts. But thanks for tuning in to Where Conversations Grow. We hope you enjoy this. We're going to do a couple more short but long form content to see if this helps. See you next time.
Yes. Thank you for being here.